of this gathering is I was once in your shoe. So the good thing is that you are starting the way I started. And the only advantage you have is you are getting information I did not get. And most of you here know me from day zero, from the day I was just a realtor. So that makes us to be able to connect. Now, I will not speak big English. I will use myself, my company, as a case study. And we're going to discuss the step-by-step on how Gidi got where Gidi is today without anybody bankrolling us or without even having to, for our first 3-4 years, without having to go to the bank to take a penny. And we have done multiple projects. Now, the first thing we need to discuss before we go to the main thing we want to discuss is, I call it the starting point, which is the company itself. Now, if you want to come into any industry or you want to start a company, the first thing is, what is your focus? What is your direction? What do you want to be known for? Where are you going? A lot of us come into the industry as just a real estate company. A real estate company for what? What people have to understand that there's the profession of real estate and we have the business of real estate. Now you want to do the business of real estate and not leave the professional aside. Now, you want to start a real estate company. The name is Odia. Now that Odia property, what is your focus? Do you want to be an agro real estate company? Do you want to be a site and service real estate company? Do you want to go into the luxury aspect? Or do you want to be known as an impact-driven organization? So personally, when I was coming to the industry, I was intentional about the branding, both myself and the company. And I was just shouting, building Africa. If today they ask you and said, which real estate company is an African-prone company? I believe if you just chat GPT, if you go to Google, we are number one. They say, building Africa. They will call us. From my dressing to our publication to what I do, when we started, I intentionally went to go and meet Tracks and other fashion house to buy African attires. Intentionally. My caps were intentional. My dressing were intentional. When I travel out of the country, the way I dress was intentional. What I say was intentional. Everything I do, I use building Africa. Because what I was trying to do was that I was trying to connect emotionally with what Africans in Africa, Africans in diaspora, and also when it gets to time for me to start accessing fund, African fund, grants, United Nations fund, I needed to go back and see that this guy, I'll be talking about building Africa. So it was intentional. When I said building Africa, it was very, very intentional. Then, when we now went to our mission, I quoted there, I said, I want to solve I was not that we want to solve an African housing deficit. No. I said, I want to solve 2% of African housing deficit. Again, building Africa. So now what that happened is that I went further again to say, what can I start? When we were as a realtor, I noticed that developers were carrying realtors to go to Qatar, carrying realtors to go to this. Then I started what we call the Intra-Africa Realtors Conference. Again, what? Building Africa. So now, first of all, apart from you making money, apart from you that you want to sell, do you want to build a brand that in the next 10 years you'll still be standing? Do you want to build a brand that in the next 20 years you'll be able to, they will reckon with you? So you have to first of all go back to your drawing board and say, this is my brand. Where am I going? What do I stand for? What are they going to know me for? When they call you Joy, and you want to speak, what narrative are they going to speak about you? And because in my mission, and because I say building Africa is not luxury, and because I want to be an impact organization for Africa, I decided to stay within the affordable space. So when I wanted to go into luxury, I went to open another company on its own. Because you cannot say you are building Africa and you are selling a house of 1.5 billion in Banana Island. I said, you know what? The moment we wanted to start luxury, I said, when can I open a company called Eco Skyline Limited? So that's our luxury arm. And that treated the luxury arm as its own person, as its own MD, as its own vision, mission, totally different. And I put it as a portfolio under Gidi Africa. But so that I would not lose the vision and the direction I set for Gidi, and I went further to what? To create what we call the Gidi Social Housing Scheme. And I said that when people buy the luxury arm, we're going to use part of the profit to build social housing. Again, building Africa. So what I'm telling you that I'm going to the luxury arm, not just because I want to make profit. I'm going to the luxury arm because I want to tap money from there. Now, when somebody buy a house of 1.5 billion, we're going to take about 20 million out of it to build a 2-bedroom bungalow and give it out for free. So even though I have said that I now have a luxury arm, I still what? I'm still building Africa. So now, it is because of the direction I have that I determine whatever I do. So whatever you learn here today, we're going to talk about how to create products now. Whatever you learn, it's very, very important that your company has a direction. If you call Sujimoto today, you know what Sujimoto stands for. If you call Mr. Africa today, Mr. Africa, you know what they stand for. They are destination real estate companies. That's Mr. Africa. Mr. Africa is a tourism plus real estate. That's what they do. That's why you don't see Mr. Africa. With the money they have, with the support of ARM they have, they did not live where they are. They did not live what they are doing to go and start building in Banana Island. And they have more money than those building in Banana Island. You know why? Because at the beginning of what they started, they understood the assignment. They have a focus. They have a direction. So instead of them having to carry Mr. Africa to do other things, they may now have a subsidiary that will go and do that for them. And that is why Mr. Africa is still one of the leading real estate company in Nigeria. Take an example, a case study of UPDC. UPDC have the money to start building high-rise wherever they want, but when they started, they know what they were. It was what to build communities. And that is why you see they were not at this site and service of Pinot Beach Estate. They were not at this site and service of Cowrie. They were not at this site and service of Brampton now. Their own focus was to build community. And if you want to be that kind of community and that's why they went public. And today, they are one of the first real estate company to be on NGS. So it was very clear from day one. And UPDC. And that is why I tell young developers and myself upcoming that, first of all, you have to what? Have a direction. And that's why some of us lost track the moment Epe was shut down. Some of us lost track the moment non-title land was taken off the market. Do you know why we were not able to scale? Because we were carried away by what we were eating. You don't have a direction of what. So what should determine your direction immediately one opportunity is taken away is the what? Is the direction you set for yourself. Is the focus, is the destination. It's just imagine now they say we should go to Epe. They say we should go to Epe. And we got to Ibrahim and the road was blocked. What do? You go and take Coastal Road. Right? But if you don't know where you are going, you can just be driving. When you get to Ibrahim and the road is blocked, don't forget, you were going on a very smooth road before, right? And you now got to Ibrahim and the road was blocked. Do you know where else to go? No. You'll be stuck. So that's what is happening. So what I'm going to ask you a question is that the opportunity you are seeing today that want to make you to go into real estate, If the opportunity stopped today, do you have the next way forward? Because it's one for you to start a real estate company. It's another thing for you to sustain it. It's another thing for you to know. See, the sweetest part of real estate is year 1 and year 2. That's the sweetest. In my year 1 and year 2, I was having money in my account that I don't know what to use it for. In my year 1, I sold over 10,000 plots. You guys were aware of the Gidi series. I sold over 10,000 plots in my year 1. I had money in my account that I don't know what to use it for. To the extent, you know what I started doing? That to the extent that the people that were selling Ekpe, that was my competitor then, they were selling my land. I did not have competition when I was selling Ekpe. Because what I did, when I gathered money, I went to buy all the land around me. I started giving it to developers. So developers were selling, you think you were competing with me, but you are selling my land and still giving me the money. But when Ekpe left, that is when the reality set on me. That's where the real work begins. And what I've learned in that process is that there is a need from day 1. The day you register your company, have a direction. Create a niche for yourself. Where are you going? What do you want to be known for? What is the company going to be? What is your unique selling point? From day 1. It's beyond land and it's beyond houses. Totally beyond it. If you are focusing on land and house, brothers and sisters, you may not survive 2-3 years. That's the truth. There are days that you are a developer and you have sold 2-3 billion and you have less than 100 million in your account. There are days you have less than 5 million in your account. 100%. So don't let what you are seeing outside deceive you that you are coming to an industry that there's money. Industry, it has money, but if you don't have what you are going, if you don't know where you are going, the money will put you in trouble. Just like it has put some of us in trouble, and you are aware of it, right? That a lot of people are in trouble because of Ekpe sales, because of cashback, because of this, because of that. So let's get clear. You can get yourself in trouble in what you're about to do, and serious trouble that can mess up your life. And you can also get yourself to become a force to reckon with in Nigeria. So, I just want to put that up. Yeah. Now, to the topic given to me by, under S.O.L.D, which is S, strategy. Now, my guys have spoken about structure, launch, and all that. Myself, I'm going to talk about strategy in twofold. I say that there's strategy for brand and there's strategy for products. There's brand strategy and there's product strategy. What we were talking before was first of all about your brand. So now, and one thing I tell people is that first thing you should do, the moment you start your company, either you have a CEO set your structure on brand. And when I mean by structure, the moment you register your CAC and you open an office, even if you don't have the money to employ people, go and use your goodwill to go and get a consultant. People that can structure your business for you. People that, an HR company that can help you say, these are the key components you should look into. These are the staff you should get. And if you are getting, there's a way you can get 4 staff, and those 4 staff will be so effective that you run your business effectively. And one of the luck I had was when I opened, I remember the first day I opened my office, I called Nia Adesoya, I called Aspire, I called Chief Coach, and I called some of my other leaders, and I went to them one after the other and said, sir, what do you think people I should bring in? I don't want to have more than 5 staffs from the beginning. Which rules can I combine? And all of them gave me different notes, and I was writing it down. And when I got back, I now decided to merge roles together. And we ran that business for the first 1 year with just 5 staff. It was what made us to now expand and start bringing in staff, but because we could not outdo the inflow anymore. The inflow was more than us. That's why we started getting more staffs. So for the first time, after you've gotten your direction, you've gotten your brand direction, you've gotten your storytelling direction, the next thing is that your internal, you have to structure it. And for those of you that will go and look for COO, for those of you that will go and look for partner, don't get somebody like you. If my COO was somebody like me, Gidi could have died. Why? I'm a street guy. When Mr. Zillow was saying that you need street orientation, you need it, oh. You need it. But you see that guy that has brain, that is very brilliant, that knows how to do research, that knows what to do when you are not there. The opposite of you is what you need. But the person must be hungry. The hunger must be there. So when you are getting a COO, don't go and look for somebody that you will tell to sit down, that will sit down. If you are looking for a partner, don't go and tell somebody that your yes is the final. Don't go and look for somebody that cannot tell you to your face that, guy, sir, with all due respect, this is very wrong. Don't go and get such person. Get somebody that if you are not in the office, you can be sure that your office is running effectively. In fact, get somebody that is better than you when it comes to office operation. Get someone that is better than you in office operation. For me, I am not an office guy. I'm the guy on the street. I'm the product developer. I'm the guy that gets the land. I'm the guy that gets the product. I'm the guy that is thinking around the clock. I'm the guy that goes out for partnership. I'm the guy that goes to meet the government. I'm the guy that gets into any room, no matter what it takes. I enter the room. I am that guy. But today, I don't know my entire staff. Today, the last week we were having orientation yesterday, we had about extra new staff, about 12 of them. And I entered and I said, you just came? Yeah, they said, yes, sir. You just came? I said, okay. I left. I don't know them. We are currently having within the Gidi company itself, we have roughly about 70 staffs, but I don't think I know up to 50 of them at the moment. But I'm very, very sure that they are in the right hands. Because when I call for the books, when I call for the account, when I call for the operation auditing, and I look at our workflow, I see that it's going smoothly. And I intentionally get people to test run my system. I will tell them to test run it, cause trouble. I call realtors to test run my company. Go and put pressure on my accountant. Say that you send one money that you've done that. Say you've dropped the money, that the money has gone. But why I've not sent receipt, although you did not send the money. I've created a fake receipt, giving somebody to test run my account. If they will be pressured to run a receipt for that person. I test run my own system myself. And every time I test run it, the system is good to go. Why? Because my COO understands the assignment. It's not me. I don't think my COO today knows any person or vendor that will buy land from. In fact, my COO hardly sit down with me to create products. But he said that office, go and run it. Leave the rest for me. So when you want to get a partner, a COO, understand the assignment. What is your own strength and what is your weakness? Go and get somebody that will complement your weakness. Somebody that will be the one that will solve the problem of your weakness. Somebody that will know that is a strength in that area. Don't go and get a robotic person that you'll be pushing like this, like Mario. No. So when we are starting, if you start that, and you should not sell shares. Although I give out shares, not from my own main company, from my subsidiary. But if it's your own main company, be very careful of what you give out. You can either give out profit sharing to your COO or to your, if you're going to call him COO, if you're going to call him partner, you can either give out profit sharing or create a very good welfare, a very good salary structure for the person. But it's very important that there's somebody back there because you can't get it all. Don't deceive yourself. You can't do it all. So, now, leaving the company aside, how does the company make profits? And they said, how has Gidi been able to have so much product in the last 4 years, be able to deliver so much in the last 4 years? Have we been borrowing money? How have we been getting product? How have we been financing it? Is what we want to discuss now. That's the next thing we want to discuss. Even though Blessing did not give me my slide. Blessing was supposed to give me slide. She did not give me. I don't know what I did to her. Okay. So I'll use this. You guys have group? Yes. You pay for it. So now, how to create real estate products that sells before construction begins? How do we sell real estate products that sells before construction begins? That's not what we want to discuss. Now, assume that Oga Owa is starting a real estate company and he doesn't have money to get a product. But he has an idea. He has what he wants. So, and I think the major problem we have as young real estate developers is that we'll go to look for land first. So we're going to solve all that problem today. You go out to look for land first before knowing what to build. No. You don't go out to look for land first before knowing what to build. First of all, so we're going to ask ourselves this question. Why do some real estate sell out before construction starts? Why? Is it because of their name? Why? Is it because of their name? Is it because they have BRG? No. Why they sell out fast is because they have been able to establish value first before putting a brick down. They've been able to establish what? Value. A lot of the companies, we are not value oriented. We're just eager to create cash flow. A lot of us just want to sell. And you know that when Oga for Property started, it was easier. When Oga for Property, when EUC, when Revolution Plus and P1 and Co started, it was easier. Do you know why? Then, for those who are here, Oga Bayo, you are here. If you post a property on Nigeria Property Center, within 24 hours, you get a buyer. Am I correct? So you can connect with that, right? Then, when we just go to Ibejileki, in the days of Bricks and Bar and Revolution Plus and Royal Flex, all we have to do is snap the signboard and do as you can see. I'm on the side. The land is dry. It's facing the road. It is 2 minutes away from Dangote Refinery. And you put it on Nigeria Property Center and you put it on your status. Within 48 hours, you get a buyer. But now, because of what has happened in the last 10 years in site and service, in Ibejileki, in Ekpe, it is now more difficult to even get a product off the market without showing capacity. So it means you guys have come in the era where you have to what? Show capacity first. Nobody cares about your vision now. Nobody cares about what you have upstairs. People want to see before they put their money down. Are you getting it? So it means that now you now have more work to do than what you should have done before. Because I remember those days, all we used to do is sell signboard. I know some estate till date. It's only signboard that was there till date. And these are guys that sold in billions. We just sign board. But because of that, now, if you want to do a destination, let's say, if you are promising them helicopter, helipad now, they will say, where is the helipad? They are promising them, what is the promise again? Gym and swimming pool. They will ask you, where is the irrigation center? Artificial lake. Where is it? Show me now. So now, it means that we have to change our strategy. Come on, me and you, let's agree. We don't have the money to do those things. We don't always have the money. So, bros, you now that you have got to carry 2 billion, or okay, God even bless you. You see, the land at 2 billion. You now strong. You're able to raise 500 million naira, and you're giving the 500 million naira to landowner. Where do you want to see another 300 million to start those infrastructure? to show working before you put it in the market. Where you want to see them? We don't have it. And we are in a system that doesn't what? Give money to real estate. That's the system we are. If you go to the bank, they say you can go and bring collateral. If it was in the other world, you can find private investors, private placement companies that you can pitch these ideas to, and they will fund it. So now, how do we get off the ground is what we should now discuss. The first thing I would say is that we need to first of all study the space and understand the buyer psychology. Study the space and understand the buyer's psychology. Now, bungalow is selling the market. Some people now that are here now, the only thing your head is thinking of is, where can I get land and build bungalow? The same bungalow that Zelos is building, the same bungalow that Gidi has built, the same bungalow that Aroko is building, the same bungalow that Trustworth is building, the same bungalow that the Revelation Park is building. You are not coming out. That is where you want to put your head. And you say you want it to be your breakthrough. You should know that Nigerians buyers are emotional buyers. Don't get it twisted. They don't really understand what they are buying. And that is why if you bring land out in a pen, they will buy it. Nigerians buyers are emotional buyers. They don't really understand what they are buying. Because you know what I found out? The people that bought in the days of P1 Revolution Plus still bought in the days of Ekpe. Do you know that? Go and look at your client. Your client that bought in the days of Ibejuleki still bought in the days of Ikorodu, still bought in the days of Ibadan. And they'll still continue buying. You know why? Because they are emotional buyers. So first, for you to study the space and understand the psychology of buyers. What do they need? How can you change their taste board? Because without having a better word, our buyers are ashewo. They always want to key into something new. They just want to have a taste. They don't want to be left out. They don't want to be left out. So, the first thing that is very, very important for you is to study their psychology. What do you think they want to see? What do you think they want to see? What do you think they want? You don't just jump into what everybody is doing. That will make you different. I will give you our trajectory, Gidi trajectory on what determines our product, and I will read out this year alone the 22 products I personally has created. This year alone, I have it on my ear. I have 22 products that I sit down every November or December to create 22. This year own is 22. I've only done maybe 3. Maybe 3 or 4. We have only done. So we are not even close. Now, our problem in Gidi now is that we feel like there's not enough time to push out our products. And that's why you see we are very big on partnership. Because at the end of the day, we give this product out to other partners. I wish a year can become 24 months. So that because we have to, it's every 3 months or every 2 months we drop our product. So we don't go out again to go and be looking for, and what can we do? This is doing. We go out to go and look for the spaces that will fit our products. That's what we do. Because we'll be able to sit down and understand the psychology of our emotional buyers in Nigeria. So the next thing is, when you understand their emotional, when you understand the psychology of our buyers, now go and look and find the market gap. There's always a loophole. There's always a loophole. There's always a loophole. Find the market gap. If you look carefully now, what is trending is bungalow. That's what is trending. But there's a gap in that bungalow. I will not tell you that one. There's a gap. And for those that understand the gap now, they're about to take advantage of it. That is how the our gap Zillow said that somebody told him that what you sell is the middle class affordability. Do you remember in 2024, Gidi was the one that came out with bungalow, and we sold for 35 and 45 million naira. We sold that in 2023. Go and check, who was the first brand to sell bungalow? Is it 2023 and 2025? Who was the first ever brand? Go and check it. And we now intentionally sold it in Naija. Intentionally. Because one thing that is very important, guys, listen, the way you source your land is also very important. Do you know what it will cost you to build in Lekki? It's what it will cost you to build in Naija most time. The difference is the cost of the land. So, bro, don't get it twisted. When you are buying land, 50 million, don't be surprised when they hear that I bought that same land, 10 million naira. Because me, I don't go outside to go and find land and say, oh guys, Zillow, you get land. Madam Labake, you have land. I want to buy. No. The reverse is the case. I know people that sell cheap. Those are the people I go look for. Sometimes I go and buy land that has no title, take the land, go to the government, and do my title on it myself. So it now depends if you can play the long game. You may say you don't have the money, but the money is on your table, but you don't know how to use it. Let me give you one example of what I did. I saw a land, civic land, this civic resident. I won't give you how much I bought it. When I saw it, I approached KBC. This land does not have title, and if you're inside the scheme, how much will you sell it? Normally now, they give me at a very ridiculous offer. I see slash it by 2. So when I took the land from Alaji and the KBC, and I took the land, I went to state government. I said I want to put allocation on it. How much they say, plus PR, everything, go and pay 10 million. I say, baba. And because me, I know how to do emotional back and card. We call it EBA. Before I went to go and meet Oga, I have bought him 47. I think 46 then. I didn't tell him I was coming to apply for allocation. No. I just said, sir, the last time I came to your office, 47 is 3 million naira then. I said, the last time I came to your office, I saw that your phone was, you were complaining about your phone, so I take this phone as a token. Thank you, my boy. No problem. I waited for another 1 month. After 1 month, now I carry my survey. And the deed of assignment I've done with the community. And me, I know that land falls inside Moremi scheme. And I say, sir, this is the deed I've done with the people. I've settled the family. So the government does not need to settle the family or the community again. The king, I look at the king's signature in his green pen, and Elijah assigned, his family assigned. So we say, wow, good. How many? 4 hectares. Okay. Tobi, you're a good boy. Per allocation in normal is 10 million, but just go and bring 7 million. By the time I add 7 million to what I bought from the family, you will not believe what the price came to. And that is why I could afford to build a bungalow there. So it means the cost of buying a land in Elera that I bought it in Ogombo. So that is why I could afford to build a bungalow there. But I built that bungalow intentionally, not just because of the profit. I needed proof of concept. I needed people to see that I have built a community. And don't forget, I am building Africa. Don't forget, I am building Africa. So now when I was submitting my document to Shelter Africa now, part of the thing I submitted was that I've built affordable bungalow. And why I'm coming to Shelter Africa, to partner with Shelter Africa now, is because I want to expand this affordability. So me, I am not playing the card of, say, make profit. Say, no, I have a goal. I have where I'm going. So any space you are, understand the gap. Understand the gap. In this bungalow that a lot of us are selling now, what is the gap? Now, what is trending now is agri farm, Abi. Have you gone to check the agri farm? Have you understood the gap? Don't worry, Aroko is about to shock all of you. You will see what we will bring. Then when I say understand the gap, you will say that Captain Tobi said when we were talking to her that you need to understand the gap. Because in everything that we are doing, you need to go in depth and understand what are people not doing inside. So I understood the gap. And I took advantage of it. I understand one thing that will make me to give affordable housing is the cost of land. And I also understood that the advantage that we have is the position of my land. And that is why I'm doing my civic residence now. I'll bring it out. I'll say smile, close it again. Because it's a golden pie. I've closed it again this year. Next year again now, I'll do like this in your face again. I'll close it again. You see that now, somebody came yesterday first and I was not begging that, can I buy your land 80 million? I said, I will think about it. It's a lie, I will sell it to. But I don't depend to think I will just sell it like that. You understand? Because I understood the gap. So every sector, every product, every trending opportunity we have in this industry, go and look for the gap in it. So that is one. Then, it's when you understand the gap, you now know how to position yourself. That you'll be the people's choice. Now, and what will make you the people's choice is what? Is the niche you create. Because you've understood the gap, it means you will do what others are not doing. When you understand the gap, it means your own bungalow will be the people's choice. So, after you've seen that, bungalow is trending, do something. When you understand the gap, then use the gap to your advantage and position yourself that you now become the people's choice. And that is why you see some people are selling bungalows since last year, they've not sold. And I'm sorry to say, they will not sell. It's not a cause. It's because they are doing what others are doing. And you have forgotten there are some bigger fish in this industry that will use money to bribe all the realtors, that will use marketing to scatter everywhere. And they have the financial muscle. And you are doing what they are doing. So how do you want to cope? Yeah. How? I mean, when I was a realtor, I have a developer coming to my house to offer me 10 million naira. What are you telling me? And a developer has given me a house for free before. Can you give a house? Before a realtor sells for you, can you give the realtor Range Rover? Can you? So what advantage do you have? And if you don't get it twisted, realtors are not loyal to anybody. They are only loyal to their pockets. And commission. They are loyal to incentive and commission and personal incentive you have with them. That's what they are loyal to. Don't get it twisted. So and because I was a realtor, I understood that from day one. So I built my business in such a way that either you are here today, you are not not here again tomorrow, I will still sell. Yeah. So I did not build my product or my company around a particular fold. I make sure, Gidi, your company should be a barrack. Soldier go, soldier come, barrack remains. Because if you go over, depend yourself on some certain this that they are your messiah, my brother, my sister, the day they see a better offer, when there is a new wife, they will abandon you. That's why I say that they are shewo. The day they come, they will say, let's go and test this one. Because they also understand something, which we are here now, which we have done in the past. And they are here. They are here. This is one of them. They understand something. They know that new developers are desperate. I will give them whatever they ask for. Me now, when I started, the things I gave to them, they cannot get it again now. They cannot get it. So I don't blame new developers to do anything you have to do to scale up. But while you're doing anything you have to do to scale up, also have a plan B. Now, by the time I scale up, if these guys withdraw back because I can't cope with this anymore, you can't give ridiculous discount, you can't give ridiculous commission, you can't give ridiculous incentive. If you can't do it anymore, they will withdraw. I'm going to look for the new MAGA. So, when they withdraw, you should have a plan B that will keep you afloat. And that plan B should be that your company should be able to survive. Your company should also be able to either, okay, there are some major realtors that you don't see them posting Gidi aggressively, but they are selling for me. You know why? Because when I bring out product and I tell the story of my product, you don't have an option. If you don't sell it, your client will buy through another realtor. I've had several times that Tobi, I've sold your product, send me commission. I will say, you know my commission, no? It's me that will tell you, you know my commission, no? With all due respect, sir, ma, you know my commission, and just pay, just pay what you can pay, and I will pay it. Do you know why? Because first of all, before I bring out my product, I make sure that I have been able to tell the story properly. That you don't have an option than to buy it. So, and that is what I'm talking about positioning. How to position your brand. Some people say, BLG is not selling my product. And these realtors are not giving me focus. BLG is partial. No! You are the problem. You are the problem. So, be very, very certain on positioning yourself after you've understand the gap. Now, let's now talk about the pre-sales formula. Which I know is where all of you are waiting for. So, the pre-sales formula. You want to put a product in the market. We have landowner and we have developer. And in between, we have investors. Okay. And in between, we have investors. Now, the first thing that is very, very important on that pre-sales formula is that developer needs to go and get the product first. So let's together now. Let's think and create a product. Let's create a product. Should we play in the affordable space or should we go and play in the luxury space together now? Affordable, sir. Okay, affordable. So now, that means I'll create it too. We'll create it together. So now let's say we want to create a product now. And don't forget, we don't have money. You don't have money. You don't have money. Don't forget that first. But there's land. And we know the landowner. And we've known. So now, product. What product should we create? What product should we create? So first of all, let's say we want to play in the affordable space. What price range is affordability? 70 to 100. Okay. That is 70 million, 100 million. Right? Affordable, right? Yes. 12 more plan. Normally, Yes. How much? 70 to 100 million is affordable, right? Now, so bro, let's say now, 70 million is what we want to sell a 3-bedroom terrace duplex. Engineer. Yes, engineer. How much will it cost to build this? Terrace. To build a terrace. That's about 50 to 55 million. Okay, 50 to 55 million. Let's just say 60 million. It's very, very prudent management. Okay, let's say 60 million. Okay. Now, engineer, let's now go further. This is to finish it, right? Yes. How much will it cost us to build carcass? Let's say one terrace. Let's say 40 million. So carcass, 40 million. And this carcass will stay on the 150 square meter, right? Yes. Yes. 120. Okay, let's say 150 square meter. Don't forget, we want to sell between 70 to 100 though. So, cost, semi-finish, 40 million. Finish, 60 million. Now let's go. What we'll do next now is that since we've understood that our carcass is 40 million naira, Now, we need to go and look for a land that the 150 square meter will not cost us more than 5 million naira. So, after you create your product, you know what you want to sell, this is what determines the location and where you go and build your house. Are you getting it? After you've understood what you want to sell, you've understood what you want to sell here, this is what will not take you to the where you get your land. So, what is the, now let's say you want to play in your common area. You want to play between Aja to Elekwabi. How much, where should we go? Where should we go? So somebody to give me which location should we choose? Eleko. Okay, somebody say Eleko. Aja. Lakowe. Abijo. Songotedo. So now, where do you think now? You guys are in the industry. Where do you think that we'll put a house here and people will buy terrace? Because you usually need to understand, one thing you guys don't understand is that what sells? We need to understand what sells. Now, currently in the market, if you want to build apartments, some of us are doing that, they are doing apartments in Aja, Songotedo, no lie, profit no day. If you want to do apartment, come to Lekki. Because what it will cost you to build in Songotedo is what it will cost you to build in Aja. It will cost you to build in Lekki. And you say a 2-bedroom in Lekki, for what? For 180 million.
So that's Ikate.
And let's say Ikate, 180 million. So if you're selling at 180 million naira and you are doing a JV of 60-40, and you know the funny thing now, even Songotedo people are asking for 60-40 in JV. So if you come to Ikate and Lekki and come and do apartment, it means that you make more profit. So let's say we want to stay at, let's say we want to even stay at Songotedo. How much is a plot of land in Songotedo? Eh? 70-80 million. So, a plot of land is 70-80 million. And how many, engineer, how many units will a plot take? Eh? Okay, 600 square meter. Is it for, it will take 4, right? Yes, it will take 4. There is space, car park. Yes. On 600 square meter. Yes. Or 120 minutes. So let's say we want to do 4. 70 divided by 4. Yes. 70 divided by 4.
That's 70.5.
Can you see that? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Can you see that if, excuse me. So you see that if we are following this calculation now, 17 million plus 40 million. You see that the profit margin is too low. So can you see that the profit margin is very low?
I have a question. If it's 600 square meter, where is the car park or all of that? If we are building 4 units, you know that we said back a lot because we said 1 unit.
Because it's a terrace, we only have the sides. So the middle.
So now,
So the 150 square meter, is it just the building or already you've already packed
everything together, 150 to everything together is 150 square meter. So my guys, so if you add 17 million plus 40 million, it's already how much? That's 57 million. And we want to sell 70 million. It cannot be commission incentive. You see that it cannot work. So it means that what you have to take away from this room is that you have to now learn how to source cheap land. That's the secret between you and Ogazi Laws that is selling and me that I'm selling my terrace 100 million naira is source of land. The source of land is very, very important. Your source of land can either break you or make you. And I will also tell you from experience, never buy a land that you want to build on until you do your soil test. I've learned from experience. Never buy a land or agree to take up a land until you have done your soil test. TPRO2, my plan was to use normal raft. I ended up doing apron. And that apron cost me almost close to extra half on my foundation. If I was supposed to spend 5 million on my foundation, I ended up spending like 8 million on my foundation. If there's nobody's name on it, if there's nobody's name on it, I repeat, if there's nobody's name on it, take it to NTDA. Go and meet developers. Go and meet myself, Ogatosin, chief coach, anybody. Tell the person that I want to do allocation on the land. Tell the person you want to do allocation on the land. So what will happen is, when you take the land to NTDA for allocation, you may end up buying that land for 10 million naira. That's one of the cheapest means of getting land. Capture the land, take the land to go and meet any of the guy. If you don't have access to NTDA direct, but if you have access to NTDA, go by yourself. Capture the land, give it to them, they'll put allocation. Now, what they will ask you, if the land is like 5 plus, 6 plus, they will ask for PR. That, okay, it's 6 plus to that 60 million naira. They will now say, you're going to raise, out of 60 million naira, go and raise 30 million naira. Or go and raise 20 million naira. And if you're able to get a land at 10 million naira, you know you've beat down the price. So what will shoot up your cost here is your land. So now, let's assume that you have been able to get good pricing. You do as if it's exam. You will now take the product. When you are going to go and discuss with this man, that's joint venture, that has the land. What you should do is, don't be talking about the land. Communicate the value, the vision, everything details of this product to the landowner. Treat this landowner like you want to close him, like you want to sell the product to him. So you need to, when you take the product, in fact, if you don't have a laptop, get an iPad. Every time you're going to meet a landowner, use this slide to do a presentation for him of the product. So you treat the landowner like you want to close him. So the moment you use this product to close him, you get him to sign a JV. There are JVs that does not need premium. There are JVs that the man will not ask for proof of funds. If the man is asking you, what MC other project you've done, all you have to do is just call me. Come and use my product. Call Chief Coach. Go and use Ambia site. Call Adozilum. Go and use his product. I know how many developers come to use my product. They'll just snap it and you call me. I will tell some of my guys in GCs. You can use a Coparagon. You can use Spring Pet. So that is very possible. You look at the people that you have relationship with, use their product. But trust me, we've tried it severally. If you go with this, the man will not remember to ask you for that question. By the time you go with this, and the man ask you a different question, then you've not done a good job. Do you understand me? So you go with this, you present to him, you close him like you want to close him for sales, then you get him to sign a JV. Now, assume now you'll be able to close him, your JV has been signed. What is the next thing? How do you raise money to build it? Right? The JV has been signed. Yeah, now let's go and raise money. So we've gotten the land, we've gotten the product, we've signed our JV. Now it's time to raise money. How do we raise money? That's the next question. So to raise money, we go to investors, the third person. Don't forget, you have details of your product, right? So now this is how we raise money. You go and sell. There are two ways. You go and sell. You go and sell, buy to flip, or buy equity. That's the next thing. We have buy to flip. Or you can say buy to hold. Buying of equity, Joe. Buy equity. Buy to flip or buy equity. So what you would do now is, and this is applicable if you want to do product in VI. It could be anywhere. Now buy to flip. You carry the same template again that you use for landowners. You go and meet the guys that you think has the money. You look for what? Investors. You go and meet them. You sit down there. When you want to meet them, don't meet them in their house. You make your sales 50% more difficult when you go to meet your investor in their house. They are too comfortable to be bothered. They're too comfortable to be bothered that they're about to lose money. So don't meet them in their house. Don't meet them in their office. They are too distracted for them to be too focused on you. For them to see the fire in you. For them to see the vision of the product. For them to see what you're about to give to them. Don't meet them in their house. Don't meet their office. Try as much as possible to meet them in a more neutral ground. If possible, bring them to your office if you have a very good office. If you don't have office, don't bring them. I tried it when I was in HFP complex. And the man came. That time it was Eco City. I don't talk. I should have not taken him to the office. I finished it on the side. I said, let's go to the office. So they can fill form and all that. Somebody that wanted to invest 300 million naira with me. When he got to the office, he said, wow. I just see the man was shaking his head. Everything I was not saying, I was saying, oh, okay. It was when he left, he told the realtor, he said, that's the place you want me to put my 300 million naira. I can never forget. The realtor that brought the man, he said, Jiro. She said that story. Now, although now, the man wants to have an appointment with me, I am not doing shakara. Now the man is back, but intentionally. Because it was the one that made me work so hard that I said that the office I am now, I give myself a month to get that office, and I did it. So don't take that. If you don't have a good office, don't take him there. Sales close. So if you can take him to any nice location, fine dining restaurant, you can take him to, if you have if there's any game he play like golf, like I like golf like that. I started playing golf because of money. Because it was the day I wanted to go and close somebody in Lakwe that I started playing golf. You understand? So any place, any neutral place you can take him to, or any place you can just cash him that is neutral, get him there. Now, your work is simple. Repeat what you have done for the landowner. Because the landowner and the investor are in the same category. A man that can have a land of that magnitude is in the same category with this man. So this man is as good as buying into the product. The landowner is as good as buying into the product. So repeat the same thing. Now, the only difference here is that you will not tell this man, first, so you can buy to flip. What is buy to flip? We're going to build the product now. We're going to start selling immediately we enter the market at. Give him the correct price that you want to sell. 180 million, sir. So I want to start selling at 180 million. But, sir, unless your profit here, you should know it. If it's 20 million or 30 million. Yeah. But, sir, we are willing to give you this product at 150 million or 120 million. It doesn't end there. You now put yourself in a tight corner. And we're also willing to sell this product for you at 180 million at 6 months from 6 months upward. When the product, after we've signed the product for 6 months, we're going to put yours in the market for 180 million. Start selling. So answer, you have an option to either sell or hold it if you don't want to sell. But we're giving to you. And you can also, if you have an engineer, you can work with us, your engineer. Now what you're trying to do is what? Transparency. What you're trying to do that is partnership with him. So you move from just selling him now to calling him into partnership. So if you can do that, if you're lucky, by the time you do it for 10 people, you should be able to close 3 people if you do a good job. So that's what you repeat. And that's what, and I'm not telling you before telling you, say, it's what I have done that funded my project. Oh, I've raised money, serious money from this without laying one brick on ground. So it's not like I'm coming to tell you textbook. This is a formula that I did myself, that I've used to raise money, that I moved to site. You see me building TPR1, TPR2. These are things I've done to raise money. Sometimes, before you see my product in the market, I have gone to market to my own people. I've gone to raise funds. If I know I need 500 million naira for foundation, I have gone to raise at least 300 million naira through this means. Another thing that you can also do is, when you are speaking to the investor, you sell equity. So you treat the project like a company and say, sir, guys, listen, this product, our QS, our BOQ given to us by engineer, is that this project will cost us 2 billion, even though it will cost you 1.5 billion. Sir, we are willing to sell 20% of the project to you at. So if the total, let's say, for example, my mall is 3,000 square meters. So what we'll do is, 2 billion divided by 3,000 square meters is 666,000 naira. So we're going to sell 20% of this to you, sir, at the rate of, don't forget, I have put in the market for what? For 1.8 million naira. And I'm telling you, you are seeing it flying up and down at 1.8. And I'm telling you now, come and buy my equity, 20% at 666,000 naira. Who will not buy it? When you are seeing flyer flying around, okay, the total square meter in my mall is 3,000 square meters. And I said the cost of building, for example, I said it's 2 billion naira. So if you divide, even though the mall will cost me maybe 1.5 billion. So first I've made profit from selling equity. So I will just say, divide this by this, it gives you 666,000 naira. So I will say to you at 666,000, even though I'm still making money. But the good thing about you is that you have to give me the 20% at once or in 2 tranches. So imagine somebody gives me 20% of 2 billion, which is 400 million naira, right? And the 400 million naira is more than enough to get me to first and second slab. Is project not completed? So now what that means is that I have sold equity to him. He's now waiting down. Okay, when the mall gets to 3rd floor or 5th floor, he will start selling his own. So that's 20% of the project. And when I was selling this 20% of the project to him, I was also making money. So it's either I sell buy to flip or buy equity. With that, I easily raise my funds without going to the bank. So your work as entrepreneurs, your work as young developer is here. Product. What I say? This is product. This is where your work is. You see all the other this thing? Without a good product, this is rubbish. So your work as developer is product. You are a creator. You're supposed to create. You're not supposed to be a copycat. If you want to come into the space and you want to take over the space, what will give you a better advantage is your ability to create something that's not in existence. And if you want to create something that is in existence, if you want to be shiner, all you have to do is copy what Tobi is doing now and what? And add more features to it. And that's why sometimes when I'm having meeting with some of our guys, I say, I have not challenged enough. I felt that the young guys that are coming are supposed to be, we are supposed to be scared. We're supposed to be scared that these guys are coming. These guys are coming. Because when you enter the industry, as you are benchmarking our guy at the top, also benchmark people who are coming behind you. As you are benchmarking the guys ahead of you, you benchmark people who are coming behind you. Because the idea is that the people coming behind are supposed to come with new ideas. So we're supposed to be copying from you too. Why are you copying from us? So copy, copy, copy. But the issue we are having now is that the guys who are coming into the industry are not giving us anything to copy. The only thing they are doing is copying us. So we are still that say have to go out. We are not that we have done the work. We are supposed to be looking at you. This guy has come with a new idea. And with all sense of humility, I know that I gave the people ahead of me a tough time. With all sense of humility, I know for a fact. Not that I know, they told me. I gave them a tough time before I joined them. They don't have option for me that to let me sit on the table. Because this is not when you come. Nobody's going to give you a seat on the table for free. Nah. I fought my way there. I knew I needed a seat on that table and I have to get it by any means necessary. So I know the way I give them a tough time, they don't have an option and they say, Tobi, come and sit down. So guys, if you are able you are not being carried away with cash flow, which is very deceiving. You just be seeing money. You're not being carried away with cash flow, and you look at this as your strength, your ability. If you know that this is not your strength, because creation is not everybody's strength. If you also know that this is not your strength, that's what I was telling you the other time. The partner you want to bring, the CEO you want to bring, should be able to create. If your strength is not creation, the next guy that is coming to be your deputy should be able to create. If both of you cannot create, just carry yourself and go and look for a very good BDM that can create. But that's very dangerous. Yeah. Because the day that your BDM decides to be a developer, bye. Do you understand, guys? So, and that's why most of the things in Gidi, if anybody leaves today, it cannot shake us. Even people leave our company and nobody knows they leave. Because of the system I've created. You know that it's creating product. Even market activation and market entry, I will do it for you. Which is the next phase we are going to. After you've done this, you've done your product, you've got investors, the next big thing is market entry and market activation, which a lot of us don't know how to do it. I will not put that on you as developers, as the creator. It's very important for you to go and understand market entry and market activation. But if you know you cannot do that, then get people that can do it for you. Pay the money to them. Because if you don't know how to do market entry and market activation, that is why you see some people, there are some artists that after three songs, they die. They say, Gobe, it has blow. It don't blow. After 2-3 songs, they are going down. It's because they are what? They were lucky for Nigeria to resonate with those songs. But they lack market entry and market activation strategies. It's another ball game on its own. So the moment you do this, you close your landowners or you close the investors. The next thing is market entry and market activation, which I think our mommy, she's the best person to answer the call for that. Do you understand? So, and now, before going, I will just say that after you've done all this, please don't lose your direction of where you are going. You want to ask me something?
Yes.
It's how do you know which to pitch to your investors? Do you buy to flip or buy equity? How do you know which one to, or do you pitch both at a time, or you pitch one at a time depending on what you perceive that the investor,
Okay.
who the investor is?
Yeah. I think most of us we are sales guys here. So first of all, there's what's called qualifying. When you are qualifying your lead, you'll be able to identify their personnel. So after you've qualified them, you should know who they are. There are some investors that they just want to buy. They are emotional buy. They just want to keep on buying and keep. You understand? Like me now, I'm a very strong emotional buyer. I just like buying to keep. I don't like selling. I love to buy to keep. Do you understand? So they're emotional buyers. So when you are qualifying them, understand their personnel, and that's what will determine the option you will give to them. But if you're not able to get the option, turn these two like a package and give them the two options. You can say, sir, now if you buy 10 units, sir, what we're going to do is, sir, we're going to, out of the 10 units, when it gets to 6-7 months, we're going to put it back in the market. We're going to sell 5, and you what? You owed 5. You can say, okay, sir, when you can become an owner of this unit for life, then we'll manage it for you. So you can give them both options on their table if you don't know what to tell them. And this is not only for JB like you. You can use it for anything. Why I round up? Let me give you a story of Woodland. Woodland Estate was a land. It was owned by Mr. Gbenga, a client of mine that I meet on Gigi. When the days of Gigi. Based in South Africa. He owns about 20 acres in Awoyaya. The road was bad. He doesn't know what to do with the land. So I asked him, sir, he said he wants to sell it. He wants to sell it. I said, how much do you want to sell it? He said, I want to sell it for 1.5 million. Then, the land that has governor's consent. And I said, sir, what if I can double this money for you? He said, to how much? I said, to 33 million. You have come again. Oh, I'll be happy. I said, but what will happen is that we might not be able to sell it in bulk. I said, we'll convert to an estate. We'll start selling it. I'll give it 33. We'll sell it at 33 million. He said, are you sure? I said, yes. I said, every month you just see money drop in your account. He said, okay. I said, give him power of Anthony. I said, sir, I went to go and meet my people. I said, they are saying that power of Anthony, this. So that I want to be called you to come and be signed. I said, sir, sign a deed of assignment and also do a document behind stating that the deed of assignment is till I pay you all the 3 million. So the guy signed a deed of assignment for me without giving me a penny. But he had, what the hook was that the line he wanted to sell 1.5, I'm about to sell it for him 33 million. So I carried the deed of assignment, I carried to go and show Chief Coach. I never needed to tell Chief Coach the story behind. But is there a deed of assignment?
Yes.
There was. And then I collect commission now. I just go and do signboard. They say on our page, it's just our signboard, that crooked signboard. Just go and put on it. So I started that Woodland before God and man with that 1 penny in my pocket. What I was holding on to was power of Anthony, and the deed of assignment I convinced him to sign. So was I selling? As I pushed like there was no tomorrow. I remember the first time that BRG came there. They parked like 2 kilometers away and they trek. You were there now? 2 kilometers and they trek. But I kept on encouraging all of them. And there was cold water waiting for them. There was very cheap water. They drank. And I used everything to push it. Within the first 3 months, I sold over 50% of the land. So the man was just seeing money in his account. He didn't even ask me again if I finished payment. Till today, the man does not even know if I finished paying or I did not finish paying. Because we are not very good friends. But he received, I know we are going to go do his career. I said, this boy has even given me more than what he's supposed to give me. So that one now, it was this. I did not even do products. I didn't need to convince him. I just used his greed. Say, instead of 1.5, I'll sell for it for 3 million. Do you understand? So ultimately, it depends on your ability to create. So when you are going out now, don't go and look for money first. Don't let money be the problem. Don't say, I don't have the finance. Don't say, where will I see money? Don't say, I don't know anybody. My guys, go and create something unique first. So after you create something unique, then this, you see this one and this one, they will come out. So, guys, without boring you, I hope I've been able to. So thank you so much.